Hi there, my name's Craig, and I'm a community manager here with Terminal 2. And we're just going to start playing some games online and show you everything we're kind of about. And at the heart of it, really, Terminal 2 games are about playing games and having fun and learning to code. So it's educational in that you get to learn something, but it doesn't require much on the way in. And today we're going to play Frog Squash, and really, I'm going to show you that. Uh, I am a community manager, so I'm not a programmer. And maybe like many of you, when I was a kid, I had exposure to computer programming as part of like a summer camp at my school with the science teacher. And in college, I studied BASIC and learned that computer programming probably wasn't the best field for me. And I later on in the 2000s taught myself a little HTML when I wanted to learn about how websites work. But really, I'm not a programmer, and I have a tiny understanding of programming concepts and how things work, but I don't know how to code. I couldn't make a game on my own. And so I don't want anyone to think I can't do this. You're going to be just like me, and we're going to play Frog Squash today and learn how to code together. And I'm going to do this over the series of other streams with some of the other Terminal 2 games and hopefully, learn a lot and show you how easy it is to kind of have fun playing games and at the same time learn stuff about coding. Be it I'm an adult, but be it you're an adult, a kid, it doesn't matter. Everyone can do this. Or that's the hope. We'll see if I can. I want to be part of everyone. So I'm going to open up my Frog Squash window and we're going to talk about the game. It is, if you're my age, you might remember Frogger. If you are younger, you might remember Crossy Road. We're going to have a little virtual frog. You can see him here in the artwork. And the goal is to get across the road and collect these coins and maybe the treasure chest if we're lucky. And we're going to program the AI of the frog to have it do the commands we want and navigate the dangers of the terrain while getting the coins and see how far we can get it to go. So this is going to be a good time and fun and easy. If you're an educator or a parent, and you're wondering, if I play this with my kids or I let my kids play this, what's going to happen? There's some information on our website about it. We have an educator's guide and everything, but really, kids, from second grade to fifth grade can play Frog Squash and use little text code blocks, which is in this window here. You drag stuff and drop it, so you don't really have to worry about typing and programming like that. And the concepts we're going to do, step by step execution, which means like frog do this, frog do this, frog do this, and we're going to set up loops where there are ideas that are going to happen again and again and again, which is fun, and then conditionals where it's like if this, do that, if this, do something else. So that's the technical side of it. I don't really want to get too crazy on that because, again, this is just fun. It's a fun game, and everyone can play along at home. I'm going to change my window so you can see it. I'll move it down a little bit. Here's the URL. I typed the capital R in Frog Squash, but if you go to terminal2.com/games/frog-squash, you can play, and you can probably make better game decisions than I am. That being said, it's time to start playing. So, Frog Squash is really straightforward and fun, really easy, and has good loud music. So I'm going to mute that. Maybe. Do it that way. Thanks, Mahad. So there's different modes of play. As you get better, you can turn the challenges on. And we want code mode on, which if you're on the website, that's going to be the default. So that's good. And here's Frog Squash. Now, if you're a first-time player, you can read through the tutorial, and it just tells you what's going on. But really, it means you're going to drag stuff from here to over here, and you're going to hit run when it appears right here to start running your code, and you can stop your code if you see something going wrong. So here's our frog. And I'm going to check real quick, how does this look on there? It looks great. Good. Here's our frog. And you can see some obstacles on the road already, but there's a coin here, so I kind of want it to go straight. And there's like these wheel things and the snail things, and oh, there's a treasure chest. So I want that right now. So I can make my frog do things to get it. And I want my frog to move, I think, 3 times to the right. So I'm going to do this because I know I want it to repeat and move right. And I'm going to have it repeat a number. And this is basically a loop in programming worlds. So I'm saying do this loop 3 times, move to the right. So when I run it, yeah, he's there. Now I want him to move forward. So I'm going to get rid of move right and add in move forward. And it's that easy. Ooh, you can do it multiple times. So let's set this to 9 and see how many coins I can get. All the coins are gone. So now I've got to get my frog back. So I'm going to clean it up and move him backwards. I'll move him backwards twice because I think that'll work. Yeah, and now I can clean that up with the trash button. And I want to do a loop again because I want it to just quickly get out of the space. So I'm going to drag and drop the repeat, and I want it to do it 3 times because I did 3 times before. And I'm going to say move left. So now I'm back where I started, but I have 7 points from the coins. And really, that's programming. We're just using simple logic and telling the frog what we want to do, and its little frog artificial intelligence is doing anything we say. So now I want to start getting stuff. I want to start moving along the lines. So I've cleaned up my old code because I don't need that. And I could save it, like if I have a really good one that I think I'm going to use again. But we're going to go for it. And I want, well, I already know we're going to do the repeat because that's good. And I've got to drag it the right way. That's me. And I'm going to say 5 times. And we're just going to move forward and see what happens. I stopped in the middle of the road, but look, the programming language protects me because the frog's done, so I have to have a chance to give it new instructions. Given where I am and that this is coming, I'm going to go forward 3 more times. So I'm changing my repeat number over on the right and leaving everything else alone, and I'm going to press run. There, he's safe. But this is kind of boring, right? We want it to be smarter and do more. So I'm going to change the repeat to infinite and just see how far this little frog can go. And that's, in loops in programming, you're like, do this, do this, do this, do this every single time. And if I say infinite, it'll just do it until in the game the frog gets in a bad place. But when you're programming, it would just do it forever until the program falls apart. So you have to be careful with infinite loops because you want them to do smart things that help instead of getting it backed up with crazy things. So we're going to test this one. Oh no, nope, that's good. Look at this, 22, 23, 24. I'm really making it. This is going to be a great score. But I jumped into the spiky wheel. Now I'm way back here again, all the way at the start. I still have my 31 points, which is good. But now we want to use the programming blocks to make our frog smarter. So I'm going to try another repeat, but I'm going to change something. So let's clean it, and we're going to put a repeat. And what I want is, if something dangerous is there, I want the frog to stop and wait and give it a few seconds and then go again, right? So to do that, if you look at the code blocks, and this is all the programming in the game. So again, if you're new to this like me, or relatively new to it like me, or brand new, this is it. Move forward, move backwards, move right, move left. I know what all those are. Wait. I know what that means. Hang tight. Repeat. Do it again. And then the one that I'm going to use now, which is if, else. So let's put it out there and we'll talk about it. If, and see how now it says if detects obstacle? I'm worried about danger. So if I'm so if I can go detects danger, if detects danger, and you see the blank here, that means I can tell it what to do when it detects danger. So what should we have it do? I said wait. So we're going to put a wait in there. And then I can say, like, let's say 5. And I'm going to make this infinite again, because I think that should get me further, right? It should be, even though everything changed and all the stuff moved, just running forever, but every time you see danger, waiting 5 should be enough. Let's test it. Errors. Condition always fails. Try moving before or after checking. Because I didn't tell it to move. So I can't not have something in the else, is what this is saying. Like, wait. If detects danger, wait. Well, I'm sitting here already. I didn't tell it to move. I want it to move forward. So I can put it with the else. Move forward. So now it's going to repeat forever. And if it detects danger, the frog is going to wait for 5. Otherwise, else, it's going to move forward. So this isn't really, we think of programming, I think of programming as like, it's a whole nother language. It's like learning a whole nother language, but instead of speaking it, you're talking to the computer and telling the computer what you want. And that's cool. Thanks, Ahmed. Happy to have you. Um, so if we're talking to the computer, it's overwhelming to think like I have to learn Spanish. Oh my goodness, there's so many words, there's so many things. In programming, it's the same kind of mental challenge. You're like, oh goodness, I have to tell the computer how to do all this. But there's actually a lot less to learn. And once you learn these little pieces, you can do a lot. Because look at this. We all know move forward, move backwards, left and right. Wait made sense, so that was easy. Repeat to do it again. And then if else, it makes sense right here. If detects danger, wait. Else, move forward. And just do this forever. So that, it's not, we've just used everything in essence, because the move is the move. I can make it move backwards and wait forever. But let's see what it does. So he's going to wait. See, he's counting the 5. And here comes another, oh no. My wait is too long, right? Because it sat there, I was thinking about just a single road instead of the 2. And waiting 5 was too long, because then the other road got me. So let's take it down to 3. That's all I'm going to do is change it to 3 and run. Uh-oh, it's the same problem. And you get 3 frogs. Now we're going to restart and try it again. So I have to, because I lost all my lives, I have to try again. So we know that we wanted to do a repeat and infinite. And I was doing the if else. If detects danger. See, I dragged it all poorly. Let's clear it. Repeat. If else. All right. Repeat infinitely. If detects danger. Wait. 3 is too long, so let's wait 1. Let's hope. Else. Move forward. So it's a little less of a wait, so I won't get smashed by things coming on the road that I just jumped on. Let's try it. I'm going to jump right. Oh, it's picked up the danger and the danger and the danger. So now it's not going to go until my frog doesn't detect danger. That's good. Ooh, got a coin. That was close, but the weight of 1 helped. Look at him go. He's going to wait. Road's clear. Got to see if I can do. Here comes a double road. That'll be the challenge. Did I get better with my programming? Well, there's nothing on the double road, so clearly I did. And if you notice in the game, you got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. It's showing you where my code is helping. I'm going to get a great score. My goodness. But look how busy this is. And there's the smash. So that's really good. Like, if I am talking high scores, I think I feel good about that. But what else can we do to make it smarter? I'm going to save this. Use save name. Infinite forward. Go forever. Save. Right? So now I have that in my save queue. And I want to get some coins. So how would I make the frog automatically think about getting these coins? Right? Great question. I know I've got the chest here, so all I gotta do is set up a small run. So I can do little custom runs of my program and then go back to the big one. And so this is going to be easy. I need to go forward 1, and then I want to repeat, and I'm going to go move left, and I'm going to do this 6 times because I got coins the last time. I want to see how many I can get. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I had the 2 jumps to get there, 5, 6. So now if I take the move forward out, can I get more coins by just doing that? I can. See, now he's stuck. So I'm going to change this to 3 because I want to put my frog back kind of in the middle. And so when I think about, because I've made video games with friends, I'm the community person, so I'm, all the social networks and Facebook and stuff. But my friends are programming the game. They're thinking about all these things, and I'm going to do, because I have my frog where I want, I'm going to get my go forever. See, now it's back. I have a piece of code that worked, that I liked, and I can save it and use it again. Actually seen friends at work do that. And they're like, oh, that's just like this, and they can take something they've had, and they don't have to think and start from zero on programming. So again, it's probably not as hard as I make it out to be. It's just what they're great at because they studied that. And that means if you're watching, you could too. And hopefully by the end of me playing a lot of these games, maybe I could. So I'm going to let it do that infinite run. Danger. Danger. Uh-oh, it's going to thread the needle. I might get squashed. Nope. I got 50 points because of all those coins. 51 because of that coin. So when I see that it's going to be bad, I must... Oh, wait. Look at that. I passed those chests. So I'm going to clear. And I want to go backwards twice. So I'm going to do this really quick. And this is, when you think about programmers at work, the little things they might do to handle small problems that come up or challenges. And so I want, again, to go with a repeat and save myself. I'm going to move left, and we're going to repeat 5 times. And I think I'll hop over 2 steps and then hit my treasure chest 3 times. 1, oh, I'll hit it 4 times. I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to do it, I don't think there's going to be 5 more coins. 2 times. Perfect. Now, I'm going to take the move left out. Look at these treasure chests. I'm going to hit this 5 times and then jump 1, 2. And I'm scared because the road's coming. So I'm going to do 5, 6, 7 forward. So I'm going to repeat 7 and go forward. And this is all programmers do. They're reacting to their environment. Like if they're making a cool video game, they have to solve programming problems. That's all. And I'm going to move left once. And I'm going to move forward once. So now I should jump all the way to here, go over here, and come here. And now I'm going to jump on the chest from the right-hand side, and I'm going to repeat it and move right. All right. So this is all programmers do. It's a small amount of stuff I had to learn to get this, and that's okay. And now I'm going to have my best score ever in Frog Squash. Oh no, the pink one. Oh, lucky day. Not lucky day. I messed my count up. Alright. Well, I have my infinite loop, right? I'm going to get the go forever. And I'm back at the start. And I think this is I have 1 life left. So I'm going to let it run until I get scared that something's going to cause me to die as a frog. Thankfully, a virtual frog. And we're going to see how far I can get. And see if I can get, because I have 61. Maybe I'll get to 80. This looks good. That coin is not worth it. I'm going to get up. Oh, but look at these boxes. I'm going to let them cross the street and stop them. All right. So I want to clear my good loop and go backwards 1 space. And then I'm going to go right. And I think it's going to be 1, 2, 3, I think 4. And that should get me in position so I can start getting those coins. Yeah, okay, more so than I thought. So now, let's get the coins. Repeat. Move backwards. Oops. You know what helps? If I do the order of operations. So that's an important concept that, if you remember the language below talked about, what we're learning. Logical sequencing, step-by-step execution. What do I need to do in what order to make this work? If I build this poorly and have moved backwards outside of the repeat, it's going to move backwards once and do nothing. So I've got to make sure that I give my frog smart commands. And I'm going to move backwards 4 times. And then I'm going to move forward 5 times. No, 1 time. I'm going to change this and put the move forward in between. Move forward 1 to get back where I am. And then I'm going to move right 4 times because I saw another chest. Kind of clunky if you think about it. I'm doing all these little things. So once I get this, if it works, the next time I find a bunch of chests and coins, I think the goal is to try to make something that's more like an infinite loop, that's versatile. 3, 4. Or maybe I'm not that good. So that happens, and that's okay. I'm going to full screen this. See if that gives me a better view of my frog. Oh, he's just behind the window. So that's okay. Yeah, it still looks okay. Let's go back into the game. And I shot 2 spaces over, so I'm going to move left twice. Now I want to be smart, right? So we want to repeat. We do want to repeat. And I want to move left. And I don't want to wait, and I can repeat numbers. And if else, right? Obstacle. What if I take this out of the equation? If it detects so move left, go this way. If I detect an obstacle, no, that's not going to work. I have to move my position. I want to move left 1, 2 times and see where I'm at. Right. Now, I'm going to clear it, and I'm going to do a repeat. I really like to do the repeat poorly with a drag. I'm going to move backwards 3 times. And run, because I think that'll get that back one. Yep. Now, I'm going to memorize this and use efficient programming to get this clean. I'm going to move forward once. I just pick them too high. Then I'm going to move right 4 times. Now I should be going back and hitting that chest 4 times. Then I'm going to move forward 5 times and set another loop. Now, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to set an if-else loop and get out of here. So if detects danger, wait, 2, else, move forward, and I'm going to do this 9 times. So what I'm anticipating is where I'm at, there's a chest here and there's a chest here. And by putting just a little move forward to get the position I want, I can then clean out the chest to the right of my frog and then cross the next road after cleaning out another chest, all in one go. And it's efficient, hopefully. Let's find out. Oh, I ran right into an obstacle. Whoops. So my loop didn't factor in the obstacle. And I think if I take the repeat out, repeat 9 numbers, detect danger, be afraid, I'm just going to put a move right in on top because I think that was where I got it wrong. So I'm going to move to the right and get around the obstacle because it's there and there's only one of them, so I don't need to smart program it. And then I'm going to charge forward 9 times. Oh no, there's an obstacle here too. So we're going to change some of this or add to it to be ready for that. I'm going to put an if else in. If detects obstacle, move right, move right. Now if there's an obstacle, it's going to move to the right, so I can get rid of this. And then once it's moved to the right, if there's no obstacle, after moving twice, I don't think I want to move twice, so moving once, I should then clear the obstacle and move forward. That's not an obstacle. Well, I got a new high score. That's fun. So this is all programming and programming concepts, right? But it's actually just fun. And that's the heart of, if you look at the Terminal 2 games, and there are others that'll show you, more games, Aqueducts, Dragon's Apprentice, they all target, like they help at different grade levels and what we can all understand. And I'm starting at the smallest one, and that's fun and fine. But you can play the game, learn a few things, get better at it, start working on what's my highest score, and keep moving. So don't let it intimidate you. Play the games and have fun. That's what the Terminal 2 games are all really about. These are good fun games. If you're going to play Frogger, why not program your AI frog? If you're going to play Crossing Road, why not program your AI frog? It's the same fun. I'm going to set up a new infinite loop and try to apply everything I learned as our last call, and we'll see how that works out. So I want it to be infinite, and I'm going to put in two conditions with these if-elses. If detects obstacle, move right. Else, move forward. And I'm not going to play with the counts. If detects danger, wait 1. Else, move forward. And you can scroll if you're doing this at home and see everything. So repeat infinitely. We're going to see how far a frog can go. If you detect an obstacle, move to the right. Otherwise, move forward. If you detect danger, wait for a second. Otherwise, move forward. Now, I'm not a programmer, so I think this makes sense. I wonder if this needs to be up here, though. Oops, I lost it. So we're going to rebuild it. If, yeah, it doesn't want to go there. I don't know if it's going to get to this. I have to think. So we're going to try it. If there's an obstacle, wait 1. Else, move forward. Let's see, it does. Look at that little guy go. But I don't think he's doing the danger sense. He's going to jump right on it. Right. So I have to figure out what's wrong. You know what? Let's go back to the one that was working really good, the go forever. If detects danger, wait. Otherwise, move forward. Let's see about this. I want to get this in. Maybe the rules of programming say you can't put two ifs together, right? Maybe a future lesson would show me that. So that's why I might want to continue with these games. So instead of infinite, let's do numbers. What if I could stick a repeat on top of the repeat? You got to try all these crazy things. I'm not a programmer. This is how you learn, right? If detects danger, wait. Otherwise, move forward. Repeat. I want to repeat everything. I don't know that I can. So I've got that. And I want that right there. Else, whatever. Can I put that there at that level? I'm probably driving a programmer's nuts if anybody's watching this from a programming standpoint. I know what I want to do. Haha! I just had to drag and drop it the right way. If detects obstacle. Wait. 1. Else. Move forward. If detects danger. Oops. If detects obstacle is danger. If detects obstacle. Move left. Else. Move forward. So in my mind, as I'm learning, I'm going to have this go infinite. I want to see that little guy run. If there's danger, wait. Otherwise, move forward. But if there's an obstacle, go to the left. Then move forward. So I think this will all work. And if not, that's okay, because I'll learn. So I'm going to make this danger move. You can give any save name you want as long as you know what it means. All right, we're going to run it, and we're going to see how this goes. And unless I have to make any tiny modifications, this is going to be our big run, the final for today's stream. And we'll see how it works out. Oh, goodness. I didn't see that. Oh, my. Made it. He's detecting danger. You can see the big box, but not enough. I have 1 life left. I liked that one. I'm going to just let it go. I think it was smart. Another chest. Trouble. Well, not so bad. So that's Frog Squash, and that's what learning on Frog Squash is like. I think maybe I need to find out more about the loops, right? Because I was really asking a lot of them. And yeah, see over here on this picture, you can see that, you can put more ifs together. So maybe playing it again, I just would tinker with that and start finding a perfect block of code, and then try to put together 2 or 3 in that save area where I can see what's going on and stop it and switch my saves. Because the goal is kind of hands-free Frog Squash. I'm using the code to play the game for me. I'm building AI. If you did this at home, you built AI today. You didn't, solve the frog's problems. But like I can build several AI elements and really try to understand the patterns in the game, because the game is going to have patterns, and how to get around it. So that's me, raw, not a programmer, using Terminal 2 games, in this case Frog Squash, to learn something about programming, which was, like the infinite loop has issues, and I can do all these conditions and say, if this, do this, or that, do that, and that applies directly to programming. I remember back in BASIC, first thing we did was made the computer type hello world, but then we had, it was called if-then stuff, so this must be the modern version of if-then, and hopefully that's going to be a lesson I just learned, and I'll play Frog Squash a little more, and then jump into another game and probably use that. So if you've been watching, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate you being here. Be sure to say hello in the chat if you watch more of these, and we're going to explore more of it and play more gameplay every couple days, at least on Terminal 2 Tuesday, right? And the goal is to show how someone like me, who does not know how to program, can learn, and by the time I'm done playing our games, a bunch of them, maybe I will be able to program. Or maybe I'll be ready to take a programming class and really understand that class. And that could be what's good for you, or your child, or your student, if they're looking to learn more about programming and games and have fun. Send them to the